Hi, my name is Jaymee-Lee Remelie and welcome to my business proposal called Lendly, a user-led clothing rental app developed in accordance with the e-commerce brief. At Lendly, our mission is to provide high fashion at a low cost and initiate a more sustainable market within the fashion industry. This is done by developing an app where users are able to upload pictures of their clothing items from their phone for other users to rent out. Users are also able to set their location to view clothes available locally, to collect via accessible modes of transport for them, which again is more sustainable than transporting clothes greater distances, while also saving the customer delivery costs. 12% of Brits say that most of the time they will only wear an outfit once and then never wear it again. This sums up our value proposition, as ultimately our service proposes the question of why buy an outfit for one-time use if you can rent it out for cheaper. This facilitates a mutual gain, promoting more ecological purchases whilst also saving the user money. Our key activities include a motive to accelerate a more sustainable approach to wear it once fashion by encouraging users to cherry-pick favourites from others' wardrobes to borrow for a period of time. This is done at a much lower cost than if they were to purchase the item of clothing themselves, making it extremely cost-efficient. This also reduces the negative effects of fast fashion, reducing the desire to purchase items in keeping with short-lived trends as their money is stretched further by lending the items instead. It also elicits tremendous convenience, enabling users to make money from their phone with minimal effort. All they have to do is snap a picture of the item they want to rent out to others and wait for them to book it out. This is especially handy to make use of occasion wear that would otherwise be only sat in their wardrobe. Lendly ultimately promotes more sensitive spending habits and a positive outlook on second-hand clothing. To outline the customer segments of Lendly, research leans towards women being a larger demographic within the fashion industry, with women being more likely than men to shop for clothes at least once a month, with 26% of women versus 17% of men admitting to doing so. I have also reduced the target to a predominantly younger age bracket. This is because second-hand shopping has become more popular with teenagers and young adults who aren't discouraged by the fact that they're pre-owned, with 77% of Gen Z also expressing that they would be more inclined to buy from a brand that made sustainable choices. Charity in second-hand shopping is therefore at an all-time high, including competitor apps like Vinted, with 66% of Gen Z shoppers prioritising second-hand shopping. This also relates to the more middle-class demographic, as this age category would be most likely to have a lower disposable income, as they may still be in education or just generally be earning less. Therefore, they are more likely to use Lendly as it offers a budget-friendly option. I would not generally expect lower-earning individuals to use the app as much, as even though it provides a more economic way of fashion, it will still be considered an expendable service, as fashion is an inessential cost. Considering the self-managed nature of the Lendly app, it is predicted that users' relationship will be fairly intermittent, as users are able to come and go as they please, such as when they have an event they want an outfit for. All relations with customers will be dealt with through an automated chatbot service available on the app. This feature is something I will discuss in further detail later in the presentation. The users themselves are also able to communicate with other lenders with any queries regarding an advertised clothing item on the Lendly messaging feature. This ensures that the users have a clear idea of the transaction and can find something specific to their fashion requirements. When developing this business proposal, 3 key partners became valuable within the success of the business. Firstly, London App Development was chosen as a potential company to create the Lendly app, as they possess advanced experience in crafting intuitive UX and UI for standout app experiences. This is important as the app generates our brand image and immediately determines customer experience. Another key partner is the customers themselves, as our revenue relies on transactions between customers, with Lendly acting as just a third-party protection to ensure the business is valid. Without participating users, the app would lose all purpose. Finally, as Lendly will not be hiring any intermediaries, IBM's Watson X Assistant will be used in their place to provide assistance to users and enhance usability. Due to the e-commerce operation between users, it's likely that some customers will be unsatisfied with some lenders. Therefore, chatbots would be more suited to deal with repetitive and high-demand queries from users. When determining the main customer channels to access Lendly services, the most obvious would be the Lendly app. This has been developed as an app opposed to a website to assist convenience, being able to take images from your wardrobe, uploading and lending all on the same handheld device. However, an indirect channel can be transmitted through Lendly users' social media platforms. For example, users are able to share a link to others to promote the business of their own wardrobe. They are incentivized to do this as they are ultimately gaining income from promoting the app themselves. Finally, the decision to have all communication via automated chatbots was made, as I believe that this is better suited to the target demographic and the service in general. Due to the predicted high demand, this will reduce costs significantly. This will also enable us to provide the customer with 24/7 customer service. The key resources required to ensure the success of Lendly include three main properties. First and foremost important need is the app security and trust from Lendly users. We need to ensure that payment transactions are safe by having a robust encryption protocols alongside multi-factor authentication. Users will also be promised security of their items, as a £2 Lendly insurance fee will be added onto lending costs as a promise to address any issue that may arise, which will be assessed and dealt with accordingly by our team. A large customer base is also essential in expanding the resources the app has to offer. The more users on the app means more closed customers have to choose from, and the more transactions made. To achieve this, we could implement a referral reward scheme offering users £1 off their next Lendly purchase if they refer a friend to sign up. Lastly, it is important to have an easily manageable app, including really clear navigation through simple formatting, use of familiar iconography, and simple typography, etc. These are all features demonstrated through my high-fidelity app prototype and is crucial to avoid negative user experience that may deter customers from using Lendly. In terms of the costs of kickstarting the Lendly app service, the IBM chatbot service costs $1,248 per year, which converts to £938.40 as of May 2025, plus £10,000 app development fees, and finally £118 public liability insurance to protect customers, sums up to a total of £11,056.40. If we were to calculate the number of transactions needed to cover these startup and maintenance fees for a year, just over 5,500 Lendly transactions would need to be made. This number does not include the commission revenue or earnings from the Boost feature, only the money made from the £2 Lendly insurance fees. When researching competitor apps such as Vinted, an app designed to enable users to buy and sell pre-owned clothes, they have around 16 million users in the UK alone. Although Lendly app offers a slightly differing service, allowing customers to rent instead of buy, if we were to undervalue our target market population to just 10% of Vinted's users in the UK, and 1.6 million users made just one transaction in a year, we would total to £3.2 million from Lendly insurance fees alone. Minus the costs, this would amount to more than a £3 million profit. Although this popularity may not arise in early stages of kickstarting the Lendly app, this provides evidence for the potential to reach a highly profitable status. That concludes this presentation proposing the business idea for our clothing rental service Lendly. Thank you for listening.